They don't know me. My name is Mike Brumley. I'm with the Rotary Club and the District Speech Club. I'm just coordinator. First thing, I'm just going to go through some rules. Does anybody have one of these? Take it out right now and put it on mute. Everybody, put this on mute as a courtesy to our contestants. New ground rules. Once the contest starts, please do not get up. Please do not move about the room. If you need to go to the restroom, just wait till the speaker is done, and then as we tabulate scores between speeches, going out, and it'll be probably 2 or 3 minutes between every speaker as we tabulate the scores. One other thing, because it kind of gets lost in the beginning. I've got we have got 3 wonderful contestants, but more importantly, I never speak about the parents and the sponsors that bring it up. This is a big deal to me. I know it's a big deal to the students, but I want to have a round of applause for the parents and the supporters of our 3 contestants. Stand up. That being said, I think I've covered all the rules I need to. Am I missing any, Stanley? All right.
Don't applaud after each speech.
Thank you. Do not applaud after each speech. I know it's tough, but we'll applaud and introduce them at the end, and they'll give us a little bit of information about themselves. But at this point, they're known as contestant A, B, and C. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce contestant A.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. Darkness is a never-ending a being of which all are afraid, despite the repetition of denial. Darkness, it lurks like a beast in the Nile. Darkness is hate. Darkness is lust. Darkness is greed. Darkness is war. Darkness is all the horrid attributes mankind holds at its core. Darkness is Mother Nature's worst enemy, hiding her beauty with clouds of chaos. An arduous journey called life, made so by the darkness man created. What is the solution? How does mankind prevail? Man made fire to extinguish the darkness, but the flame did not shine with the brightness needed to light the way. Then, a gift, God-given, a box that is now open to reveal something not spoken but felt. Hope. Hope. Hope for an end to war and hate and chaos. Hope for a life of eternal grace. Hope for something as simple as sitting in silence. Mankind only knew darkness until hope. Hope is gallant. Hope does not hide under the covers. Hope fights the financial battles. Hope herds mankind like stampeding cattle. Hope guides us on a journey with her flame burning bright, despite the child molesters, murderers, and the power-hungry in which grab at you. Hope unveils a brave blade, slicing the sly and the slithering. However, hope will not provide handouts. Man can hope, but that does not mean man will receive, and for many that is deceived, aim to think that hoping for something will make it happen. No, that is not hope. That is insanity. Hope gave mankind a miracle, dreams. But to acquire a dream, man must work. Man must have the desire to achieve the goal that hope entails. Hope guides us. Do not confuse her for the manic idea that you can have what you want at will. Man is not God or wizards who turn people to lizards. Man cannot make things happen by simply wishing for it. Man must hope and act upon that hope. Which is why I hope every man, woman, and child will leave with words that are worth living for. I hope that people will not give up on their dream. I hope that one by one, mankind will wake up from that dream and do something about it. In 1963, the King of Liberty had his dream and awoke the hope that lied in the oppressed. He obsessed and gave his life to a movement that did not start moving until blood was shed. And with that blood, so red, the nation wrote words that said Black Lives Matter. With fists to the sky, they hoped their children would not cry, the same tears and reasons why. However, you still hear their cries to this day, but the Black community has come a long way. From chained to unshackled, from confinement to liberty, from slavery to bravery to speak up. And they did this with hope as their leader. In 1848, when women wanted to be heard, they let out a scream in which stated, "We can do it," and they did. Because they hoped women would be equal, and they fought and they taught the world a lesson that man cannot lessen a woman with hope. In 2012, a small girl just turned 7. Her life, it was heaven until it was hell. Her parents' marriage fell apart. It broke her heart, and she did cry. She cried until it felt like she died. She ran outside and kept running from her problems. She turned it into a sport. And then it happened. She stumbled, and then she tumbled. Down the hill of despair, she tried to repair herself whom she had shattered. Nothing else mattered anymore. When it felt like her time was coming to an end, she looked up to the sky and she yelled, "God, why? Why, oh why did you make my life this way?" And a response sounded. And those words, they still say, "Have hope, child. Have hope and everything will be okay." All of a sudden, I was struck with optimism. I was empowered with ambition. And now, instead of surrendering, I fight each and every day because I hoped, and with that hope, I prevailed. If the oppressed broke free like an axe to a tree, chipping away until darkness gave way, why can't you? If the depressed, whose feelings depressed, expressed their pain and dried their never-ending rain, as hope held up the umbrella, why can't you? What is stopping you from achieving your dream other than the darkness? The darkness that hope was designed to destroy. So keep hoping. Hope. 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 Hope until your heart stops, and when your heart takes its rest, hope you will reach your place in glory, and hope that you tried your best. For life, it's a test. A test that is passed by faith, love, and hope. A test that was designed by man so it can be conquered by man. It can be conquered by you. For it was you who created the darkness, but it is you who can shine with the gift of hope. So shine, I tell you. Shine for all to see. Shine for you, shine for me, shine for all humanity. Thank you.
All right, good. Just take a minute if you need to go leave the room for a second. Now's the time to do it. We'll have a couple minutes while the judges complete their scoring on this. And here's a shameless plug moving forward. For those clubs that are having problems having a contest or would like to have a contest, please send me an email because I love going to clubs around the state. make presentations for appointments for example, principals who we want to get involved in this contest and get the students involved. We had 27 clubs that participated this year. So a little shy of where we were at right before COVID. So I'm shooting for 31 next year. Whether it's realistic or not, I want to do it. So I need you guys' help for it. Michael Brumley, 59. Michael Brumley, 59. Drop me an email, catch you here today, or set up the time in the future. Judges, are you ready for contestant B? Contestant B.
Creating hope. What does that mean? We all know this feeling of being hopeful. The Oxford Dictionary defines hope as a belief that something you want will happen. The Webster's Dictionary defines hope as to cherish a desire with anticipation, to want something to happen or be true. We've all experienced hopefulness, anticipating things to come. As a child, we may hope for snow on Christmas, maybe a snow day from school. As a soon-to-be 16-year-old, you may hope hard. A parent hopes for good health for their children, but Rotarians define hope in a different way. Rotarians define hope as, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? Because the four-way test is at the heart of each Rotarian and Rotary service project. I've been a member of the Princeton Homeschool Rotary Interact Club for going on 6 years now, so I am very involved with the Rotary Club. In fact, I do consider myself to be an honorary member. But by being involved with Rotary, I have learned so much about not only what our local Rotary has done, but what Rotary International has done. Rotary International did not just give 2.5 million children a dose of the polio vaccine. They gave 2.5 million children a dose of hope. They gave the parents hope that their children would not have to be burdened with this abhorrent disease. In Tanzania, where the condition of albinism is high, in which doctors hunt those with this condition, Rotary is creating hope by leading campaigns, educating villages about this condition, and helping to combat violence. Rotarians are preventing and treating skin cancer, which plagues a susceptible group of people, by providing crucial instruments and liquid nitrogen. Now, let's switch over and take a look at our local Rotary. After the December 10th, 2021 tornado, Rotary immediately started applying for grants to help tornado survivors get back on their feet and experience hope again. Because I can tell you firsthand, as a tornado survivor, that there was no hope in the aftermath. We were still trying to process the trauma that we had just been through, while also trying to process that we had just lost everything. As we stood in front of our yards and we looked at our homes that were in shambles, and none of us knew what to do. Rotary helped just by being there and showing us that they cared. But I think the organization that might create the most hope, the Interact Club is a branch off of Rotary for school-age children. And the hope for this club is that we might teach the youth the importance of service. And maybe one day they can go on and teach just that. Whitney Houston said, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. And while she probably wasn't referring to the Interact, that is exactly what it does. Interact familiarizes youth members to many facets of their community, hoping to foster a love for civic involvement. President John F. Kennedy said children are the world's most valuable resource and its best hope for the future. Because when we talk about hope, we're talking about something that lies ahead in the future. And what is the future? The children. The Interact Club of Kathmandu, which is the capital of Nepal, wanted to figure out a way to provide underprivileged children with hygiene kits. The way they did this was by creating an herb garden. So they collected their lunch money to purchase the seeds. Then they had sold they had harvested to raise the funds for the kids. Not only did this action give hope to the children receiving the kits, but it also gave hope to the Interact students. Hope that they could make a difference, and they did. Interactors from Canada went door to door to collect non-perishable food items for their local food bank. They did this to give impoverished people hope that they could still find food and that their children wouldn't have to go hungry. One thing that my Interact Club does is holds community fundraisers. And with the money that we raise, we've donated to Dolly Park's Imagination Library. We've donated to our local hospital to purchase PPE. But my favorite thing is packaging gifts on holidays for each of our 100 nursing home residents. Our hope is that when these residents receive this from us, they feel loved. Not only does our Interact Club make a difference in our community, but other Interact Clubs across the world make differences in their communities by doing copious acts of love and service. After all, Rotary's motto is service above self. My involvement with Rotary Interact has equipped me to serve my community. It has taught me how to be an involved and concerned citizen. I am comfortable speaking with those in all different corners of my community, including local government. I am the city intern. I have completed 2 projects for the city. I am currently partnering with the mayor and judge executive on a housing project. I attend every city council meeting, and I will be running for city council in 2 years. But most importantly, Rotary has shown me that my passion is in public service. So I am taking my passion and I am creating hope in the world with it, one project at a time. Rotary International gives the world a reason to hope. Our local Rotary gives Princeton a reason to hope just by trying to make our community a better place. So every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, our Rotary meeting begins, the bell gets rung, the 4-way test gets recited, and the minds come together to figure out how to create hope in the world. And with that, hope blossoms. So every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, our community gets a little brighter because of the people like you. Mr. Rogers said you make each day a special day just by being you. But I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. I think you make each day a hopeful day just by being you. So Rotarians, thank you for creating hope in the world.
Take a moment here. Focus on the task. Judges, are you all ready? All right. Contestant C.
Have any of you ever been to Holland, Kentucky? Can I get a show of hands? Well, if you haven't been, or you've never even heard of it, I can't say that I'm lying. As some of you may know, Holland is a small town on the Allen-Roanoke line. And with a population of less than 1,500 people, very few of us have a good reason to frequent the area. This quaint, quiet, somewhat secluded little town may seem unimportant or insignificant to the outsider. But trust me when I tell you that it is the best place on earth. You see, every year on the Saturday before the first school week in June, my family and I load up the trailer, the church bus, with enough food, drinks, and toilet paper to sustain 200 campers and counselors for the week. And we head to Holland. We consider this week our family project and spend much of the year preparing for it and cleaning up after it. Because we believe that this week, Church Camp Week, can change the world. While that may seem like a complete over-exaggeration, I'm not joking. 200 people, 1 week. The whole world? That's right, the whole world. We can, and we are, changing the whole world by changing our corner of it. In my family, there are no Martin Luther King Jr.'s, no Gandhis, no Mandelas, no Da Vinci's. Our names will probably never be in your history book or in New York Times top 10. But we, my family, you, me, we can make a difference. We can change the world because we can create hope. My dad is the director of our Church Camp Week, and he loves it. Campers, staff, Nerf gun wars, all of it. And as much fun as he has hitting kids with water balloons and pool noodles, you would think he was one of the campers himself. But the adoration that he has for the week can't compare to the adoration that the campers have for him. You wouldn't believe the number of kids that come up to him at ball games, Walmart, and of course at church, asking him about next year's theme and reminiscing with him about last year's stunts. They love him. There's no doubt about it. He's changed their lives forever. He's changed their world. And I want to be just like him. Though my dad might humbly claim that the only way he's changed these campers' worlds is through his awesome dad jokes. It's really by creating and instilling hope. And that is a tall, tall task. This world can be tough, especially for campers who are struggling to balance school, sports, religion, and all the stuff that is life. So, upon seeing the mental health struggles that many campers were having, my dad did something about it. Not only does he make the effort each year to know every camper's name, face, their personality, their likes and their dislikes, but he also makes sure there's a professional counselor on staff. He makes sure that every child has, as Rita Pearson best said, a champion in their corner by spending hours recruiting and organizing nurses, lifeguards, kitchen staff, counselors that truly love the kids as much as he does. He makes sure that no cell phones appear for 6 days straight so that we all get a chance to unplug from the world. He tries to erase the stigma around mental health by continually offering to sit and talk about whatever the campers want. Any time of the day, any time of the night. And honestly, I don't know how he does it because he is listening, serving, and teaching, encouraging 24/7. He also helps to design lessons and activities that build the kids up, teach them to believe in themselves, give them a hope for the future. These are small things. My dad can't reach every kid. You and I know he can't really change the whole world. But he can, and he is, changing his corner of it. And that is exactly what I want to do. I can't provide kids access to mental health counselors like my dad can. I can't get the funds that you, the Rotary Club, give to so many humanitarian causes. And that's okay. In fact, that's good. Because if I could do the things that you were doing, reaching the people that you are reaching, there would be no one left to help the people only I can help. There would be no one left to change my corner of the world. So, here's my game plan for instilling hope. To be kinder than I was yesterday. To smile at more people than I would have last week. To give compliments that I just wouldn't have thought of before now. To be an active and empathetic listener for whoever wants to talk. I know it's not much. In fact, it's a pretty meager offering compared to the great strides that so many, including many of you in this room, are taking to create hope, especially in the mental health field. But I also know that this game plan, if well executed, thanks, can change the corner of the world that I control. So as I leave here today, I hope that I've given you a little hope. Because starting with our own little corners, we can make a difference. We can change the world. We can create hope. Thank you.
I don't need a mic for this. You do. Now we can appreciate. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Rotarians and guests. While we're waiting for the judges scoring, I'd like to introduce the ladies and have them come up and introduce themselves. That's the name.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Kiner. I'm from Trimble County Junior Senior High School. Hopefully some of you have heard of where that is. It's a really small town. I'd like to just thank everybody for being here. I never thought I'd be here considering I have horrible public speaking anxiety, but here I am. Yeah, I run track and field and cross country. I actually have a track meet later today that I gotta get to. So I use my mind and my brain and then go use my legs. That's a little bit about me. Thank you all for being here. Oh, sorry, totally forgot. I'm a senior and I'm graduating and running for Georgetown College and hopefully becoming a nurse practitioner in many years from now.
Well, good morning. Morning, isn't it? Okay, good morning. I'm Isabella Burton and I come from Princeton, Kentucky. It's a little town that's about 45 minutes outside of Paducah, if y'all know where that's at. I am sponsored by the Princeton Rotary Club. I'm a sophomore. I'm 16. I've already said that. I want a career in politics. That's what I'm working towards now. I haven't quite nailed down a major. I'm considering accounting and law, but that's just, college is just a part of what I want to do. I want to do big things one day, and I'm working on that. So I'm the intern at the city, which is one of my biggest things that I do right now. That's what I work on, and I have a lot of hobbies. I'm a musician, not an athlete, so I don't have any sports, but that's a little bit about me. So thank y'all for letting me come speak, share my ideas about Rotary. Thank you for listening to me. Y'all have been a fantastic audience. So.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Madeline Pritchard. I'm from Barron County, from Glasgow. Right now, I'm a junior in high school. and in the future, I hope to become a speech pathologist. Thank you very, very much for the opportunity to come and compete here today and to speak to you all. I very much appreciate it. Have a good, thank you.
All right, we're gonna award the winner right now. Judges, are we ready? No? Okay, Stan's counting. Give me just a couple more minutes, and ladies, if you will be patient with us. If you wanna know now, suspense is coming. All right, 2 minutes, basically. Talk amongst yourself. You don't have to be quiet.
Worm or whatever it is.
You have everybody's attention just for a second. Where's Glenn from Elton? Glenn? Your card is down at the bar. Credit card? Oh, okay. Well, the restaurant, I'm sorry, the restaurant. If you go down there and pick it up,
The winner, because, with all within a point or two when it comes down to it. Because these ladies are so good. But our winner is contestant B. Isabel Murray. So, ladies, I appreciate it. Isabel won $1,000 for it. And our runners up, 500 as well. Again, I want to thank the district, thank all the clubs that participated, and also invite our contestants as well as their family to join us for lunch.
They can say.
With that, and by the way, I do have the checks and just have to fill them out, so don't go anywhere without it. With that, one more time, I'd like to offer a little appreciation for our three wonderful ladies and contestants.